welcome and thank you for watching from around the world. Espero que pasen un buen día. J'espère que vous passez un bonjour. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're watching. This is Kanika Nikki Utley, and welcome to Live with Tanya. I'm so excited that you're on the show. My voice is going to get quiet here in a moment because this is really all about you. I created this show to hold space for living with intention and to ground, to have tools to ground to our inner calm, to our clarity. And the reason I invited this incredible woman, everyone, is I have known Nikki for 7 years. We had a mutual friend. She's from New Jersey. I'm from New York. And we met at the beach. We met at the beach on Oahu. And that was 7 years ago. Can you
That
believe it? Almost 7 years ago.
7 years ago. And hey, seven is my angel number. So this is very divine that we're even talking 7 years, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm so grateful just to be here and to share. And I'm so proud of you and what you're doing with your platform.
Oh, thank you so much. I want to hold space for higher vibration and for helping people get tools to really get unstuck. Just a brief overview, everyone. There's so much more to Nikki than what I'm going to share, but she's an award-winning documentary reality television producer. She was an assistant producer with NBC Dateline. She is the author of Stay Bold. Please, please. Oh, whoa, that's how bold.
Blooper, but we
Oh,
come back strong. Stay
yes,
bold.
yes. And where can they get Stay Bold?
Amazon. I
Woo!
self-published. Here's to write this. This is my baby right here, my legacy.
That is it. That is it. And what's the name they type in? What is the name they type
Uh,
in to find?
Bold in Amazon. Stay bold. And just put my first name, Kanika Nikki. It will pop up very quickly. I'm very proud. It's close to 5 stars. And again, this is my legacy. I even got it inducted at there's a university in Hawaii, and my middle-aged brain won't let me remember the exact. Oh, Chaminade University. Yes. They
Awesome.
book in their library. And so any student who lives in Hawaii can grab this book, read it for free.
Oh my gosh. I mean, please, everybody go to Amazon and get Nikki's book, Stay Bold. She was actually my trainer. I'm still doing the abs that she showed me. This woman, she is timeless. She keeps getting younger. So I'm watching you, Nikki. I'm watching and I'm getting inspired watching you. She's always high energy. I want to do a little bit more author, stable, lifestyle director. It's Pomona at Hillwood. Is that correct?
Correct. Pomona by Hillwood. Hillwood is a Ross Perot owned company, and they develop master plan communities. They're based in Dallas, but they also have been developing in South Houston. And master plan communities are a really wonderful way for families, multi generational families, to find a place where they can call home and where they can thrive.
Oh, I'm excited to get into that even more about what you're doing. So she is a lifestyle director. Nikki is a fitness advocate who walks her talk. She's done everything from bodybuilding contests to running and winning. And she is a community leader and a wellness influencer. And if you are watching us now, or many people may, who knows, maybe you're watching this 10 years from now, right? This is going to be sitting in my library. And may we hear from you. What drives you to live with intention? Woo! Yeah.
I'm going to say love that
Mm.
self, pouring into yourself every day for me is love. I think putting ourselves first is love. We forget that we most especially need love. I have a brother-in-law who was talking to his daughter, who is my niece, Olivia. And I remember he asked her, who do you love more in the entire world? Who do you love more? And she goes, And then she says, me. She doesn't say her parents. She doesn't say her teachers or her grandma or whoever. She says, me. And he says, good job. Because
You know what? I love this. I love
he's
this is going to
her said she has to love herself more. even more than her own parents who love her to the moon and back. That is a powerful, powerful lesson for us all on the importance of putting ourselves first, loving ourselves, pouring into ourselves, because as they say, if we don't have anything to give, how are we going to be able to love others if we can't even love on our own selves?
That's it. And tell me if you agree, but I almost think we're living in a pandemic of busy. I call it the new pandemic. So
Now,
what tools, like,
our own selves. What do you mean you're too busy?
thank you. Like, may we shift to the me by putting our wellness first and not living in the excuse of I don't have time, I'm too busy. What can you say to someone who might be watching, who may be stuck, who may be wanting to create life change? What messages or tools can you help bring in this present moment to anyone who, and maybe a lesson to someone who already is invigorated, and what they can do to rise up even more?
Well, I think first we need to stop making like being stuck a bad thing. Being stuck, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think being stuck is like this. It's smacking in your face like, "Girl,
Wake up.
sir, you're stuck?" Okay, let's first get to the point where we acknowledge that we're stuck.
Yes, thank you.
People are embarrassed to even say they are stuck because they don't want to be judged, they don't want to feel shame. But I think the first place is to just say, you know what, I surrender, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing, where to go. That happened to me when I left Hawaii and I came back to the mainland. It was a huge coming back to the mainland. It was a huge culture shock. I've
Yep.
been out years, and then just trying to figure out my way as far as like what I was going to do in my career. It was the first time where I didn't even know what my next steps were, and I was never like that my entire life. I always had a vision or an idea of what I was going to do next. Coming back to the mainland from Hawaii, I literally had zero idea, and it was nerve-wracking to me to not know, to feel stuck. So I think we first have to just get to a place like I'm okay with being stuck. Then number two, let's just take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. We get stressed and we don't breathe. When we're not breathing, we're full of anxiety and we can't think clearly when we're full of anxiety. So let's just start getting into deeper breaths and slowing down in life to really just figure out in the moment what could come to us. Maybe nothing comes, maybe something comes, but every day, just taking a moment to slow down and allow the answers to just arrive to you. Instead of you hunting and figuring out, start connecting with others. Literally, start having conversations like this with other people. Like, hey, you know what? I'm stuck, girl. What have you done? What have you been doing in your life? I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm this and I'm that. If you need to hire a counselor or a therapist, do that. Talking to someone else, leaning into someone else is also one of the fastest ways to get out of being stuck. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on somebody. And it's okay to acknowledge that you are stuck and you don't know what to do next. Then, once you start having an idea, write it down. Right, there's power in writing down words, right? Journal in your phone, write down what's coming to you, write down what you're receiving every day, look at it daily. Let me tell you, when I was looking for my job in Houston, I just decided I'm writing down everything I want in my job, and I said I wanted the job to embrace everything I've ever done in my multiple careers, because I've had like four different careers. I wanted my job to embody all of my talents, to really allow me to fully express myself. So that meant journalism, all the skills and lessons I learned from working as a journalist, working in television production as an award-winning documentary content, non-scripted, reality producer. That also meant working in the hospitality industry when I was in Hawaii as a manager, leading teams and helping people figure out what it means to serve others. That also meant looking at my role as an entrepreneur when I had my own business in Hawaii, helping people with their fitness and their wellness. I mean, all of the skills, right? I just looked at all of that talent that I built up over the years, and I just decided there's got to be a role that allows me to do all those things in one job. And it is my lifestyle director position.
I love
That's
it. I love
it.
it. And Nikki, what she is saying is so important, everybody. And I'm not saying go quit your jobs, but get clear in relationship and jobs. What Nikki said is so clear. And I had the same experience because I also transitioned back from Hawaii and was navigating where's my path, where do I belong? And I'm very clear that if I take a job, I have very clearly outlined that it needs to integrate everything that aligns with me. So I want to thank you for that important message. So if you are stuck and want to get unstuck and are ready for change, Nikki said the key thing, write down with clarity. Don't chase. Don't
Right.
chase, but get clear, right? Get clear and then allow it to come. And that's what you model. That's what you do. You walk your talk.
Absolutely. Get clear and then start making your action steps. Because some people, they get stuck after they make clear what they want. Because now they're overwhelmed with, now I got to do all these things at once to get to the goal. It's like, no, ma'am. Just pick one thing on that list and do that one thing. So we have to not allow ourselves to be afraid to fail, right? Because that's the other thing is we get clear on what we want to do, and then that little voice of doubt creeps in and it tells us, well, I don't know if you can do all of that. I mean, really, you really think you can get a job where it's going to allow you to do all those things and pay you that much and da 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 da? We start to sabotage our own selves and not even take action. So yes, get clear, but you still have to find the courage to take action at least on one thing.
Whether you feel like it or not. Same with
Correct.
food, same with exercise. Cut the vegetables, eat the clean food, go do the exercise whether you
It's
feel. So we
uncomfortable.
can't we got to do the action step regardless of the ego and the mind and
Yes,
feelings and just do the
yes.
work.
It's uncomfortable. I was driving from San
Get
Antonio to
uncomfortable. Yes.
weekly. I literally stayed in several Airbnbs and hotels just trying to make sure that I had the ability to be mobile to find the job that was appropriate for me. I literally was in an Airbnb that was infested with flies. I was like, how is this possible? I had to get a then I got another Airbnb that had bed bugs. I'm like, are you serious? I had to go to a local laundromat all of my clothes, because I had been exposed to bed bugs in an Airbnb. And this was, I remember crying in the laundromat going, this is my life, no job. I'm in a laundromat and I'm, having to wash all my clothes because I've got, bed bugs and bites all over my skin. Like, this is what it takes for me to get what I want.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to get uncomfortable. That's definitely uncomfortable. We have to get uncomfortable to grow. I've been living very intentionally. I don't go to birthday parties. I don't go to baby showers. I don't eat out. I say no to many invitations intentionally this last 2 years. 2 books birthed, 2 audiobooks, 3 podcasts. And it was out of that quiet, taking the time you open the show. We must become quiet to
Not
get clear. This show birthed out of meditation. Like, I wanted to bring on people like you who can inspire, to hold a platform where someone who may be listening can say, "Hey, I can make the change. I can take the action
why
step."
do you think moms are locking themselves in the closet or in the bathroom just because their kids are constantly at them? They just need a what? Moment. A moment of peace,
Quiet.
moment of clarity. And this is like something that moms and career women, I mean, everybody out there can learn from is just that find your moment, slow down.
And to find a space, you said something important for any mom or dad who might be listening, you or people in Hawaii, our friends. We all had to live with 2 to 4 people in a house or 3 families in a house. Find your quiet.
Yeah, find
and create a sanctuary. And if it's not in the house, try in that house. You want to always have your house have a sanctuary. Go to nature, go outside, go walk
well,
in the park, right? Like, just, we need the quiet. And Nikki opened the show with the importance of the breath. We're both yoga teachers, right? So let's take a breath right now, Nikki. Let's just
ah,
ah
good when you can just sigh it out. Ah,
ah
lovely.
lovely. um in your community, I see that she, so what Nikki has done was she manifested all her talents into this really meaningful job as a lifestyle director. And when I see your post, I just started following you on the Pomona. Is it Pomona? Say the right name for me.
Pomona by Hillwood.
Pomona by Hillwood. And I've been watching. Nikki you have such a gift of bringing people together. And in so many communities, I want to address this. So many people are living isolated. They don't even know their neighbors. They may walk by people in the parking lot who live in the same building and never even say hello. What I see that's so important where you are is that sense of community. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, actually, I worked in a senior citizens home or senior citizen center in San Antonio, and I didn't realize what I was already doing throughout my whole life was bringing people together and helping them build a sense of community. But that's what I entire life. So being in the senior center, it showed me like this is what happens when you continue community, even while you're middle aged, even while you're mature. That social connection is so important. It keeps you what? Alive.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Social connections just keep you alive. That's what I learned from the seniors at the senior center. They said that if they didn't have the center, they most likely would be dead. Because if you're just sitting in your house watching TV on your phone, you're not interacting with not one human being. It's not good for us. There was a
No.
whole reason about how social interactions, social connections, social groups for every age group is very important to have, especially if you've lost someone, if you're a widow, if you're an empty
Yep.
nester. Have to build social connections. You have to build up that courage to step outside and find people who are like minded like you, who enjoy the same things you do in life, and just do it. If that means building your own club, starting your own, group, do it. So I'm very much a strong believer in building social connections no matter where you are, no matter what stage you are in your life. There's science that says that our quality of life improves and that we live longer when we just have people in our lives that we can talk to, laugh with, walk with, enjoy life with. Period.
Yep. Yep. And then there's that balance too, the balance of when to go out and be social and when to find that quiet. And I'm navigating that myself because I took so much time alone. I'm contracting now on a job because I wanted community engagement. I needed to get out of the private client work because it can be very isolating. And
Yeah.
yes, I feel so alive being engaged in community again. It's so
Right.
important. It's
Yeah.
so.
Everything, right? We got to have balance in everything. I think that's a
So
real.
what do you do? You're working full time. Where's the self-care balance? Home the what is it? Work life balance? Like, what do you do? What do you do?
I when I first came to Houston from Hawaii, my whole sense of purpose had to change. And that was a huge adjustment for me. And so it took me 2 years to find myself again, living in the mainland, living in Houston, figuring out how I belong. I love how you talk
Mhm.
about that
Mhm.
sense of belonging is
Yeah.
so important. So
Yeah.
for me, was okay, well, Where's my nearest gym? Who are the women I want to like go out and have lunch with and have, and do like fun wellness experiences. I reconnected with a woman I met on Instagram, and we were following each other for years, and we got to meet here in Houston, and we have become great friends going out and experiencing Houston together. I also started getting back into coaching, with not me coaching, but I hired a coach to help me get back on track with my health and my diet, because I was going through the menopause symptoms, and I was like, what's going on? And it was because of stress and my change in diet and change of environment that my menopause system started just like a switch going through the roof. I had, some night sweats, brain fog was killing me, couldn't sleep through the night, energy levels all over the place. So by me hiring a coach, getting my diet reeled in, getting back to a routine of working out 3 to 5 days a week. Now, menopause where I don't feel any menopausal symptoms. I'm telling you, zero. Just because I had to do a 360-degree turn on everything I was doing in my life as I was adjusting to this new environment here in Houston. So I always tell people, like, you just have to give yourself some grace, that things aren't always going to work out perfect. You're not always going to look perfect in your journey. You're going to fall off. It's going to look messy. I heard this saying called messy motion. We
Oh,
need to be okay with messy
I
motion.
love that.
Be
I love
messy. Just be messy. Let it be unperfect. Your hair doesn't always have to be together. You don't always have to look perfect. You don't always have to have all the answers. Just be messy with it.
I
And
love
the
that.
Yeah, and then after a while, as you're moving through this mess and through this chaos, things will start to fall into place. I think we need to be okay with messy motion. Let's just own that. Messy
Love
motion.
that. It's okay to be stuck. It's okay to have messy motion because it's in those spaces that the transformation really begins to occur. And Nikki, I want to circle back. Nikki said something so, so important, which is when she came, we met in Hawaii. If you're just jumping
Right.
on now, she's from New Jersey. I'm from New York. We had a huge Oahu, Hawaii. We hold aloha in our heart forever. And like Nikki, we both had a transition from that powerful aloha spirit that's real coming back to the mainland. I felt like I was like skidding in, and I'm still 7 years later, like evolving into what that path is going to look like. Same as what you said. But if you're jumping on now, Nikki talked about the importance of writing down with clarity what it is you're wanting to attract in your life. And she has manifested such meaningful work as a is it the lifestyle director? Is that the title?
Director right now, currently.
And and
Yes.
and I want to wrap up to honor time. I know you had to jump off at 11:30 your time, so we just have a few more minutes, and I want to hold space for you to close. But if you're jumping on now, she has manifested work that she was clear on. She wanted to manifest work that brought together all her different talents. So if you're watching now, I'm not saying go quit your job, but if you are stuck and you are feeling called to something new, get clear on what your strengths are, what brings you peace, what energizes you. And like Nikki said, when you begin to write that down and then I call them soul appointments, Nikki, like
There you
get
go.
committed,
Right.
take the action step. I
Yes.
call them soul appointments. So whether I feel like it, I got up at 6 today instead of 7 because I wanted to meditate before coming live and ground my energy. I didn't feel like it, but I did it. So
No,
I want
stop afraid of showing up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Make that date. Make showing up just as important as showing up for others, right? We show up for others, but we have to make it even more of a priority to show up for yourself. We're not doing enough of that. Showing up for yourself, which goes back to me saying, love yourself first. Put yourself first. It's okay to be selfish. Be messy with it. Find those moments to slow down, take a breath, and figure out why you deserve the present moment. We are so afraid of. I was that type of person that I
wait,
was
wait.
a
I gotta
people
give you a high five. Can we do
high
it? Can
five,
we wait?
high
Let's see if we
five,
can connect. Can we
high
connect on the screen?
five.
Yes. Yeah.
Such a people. pleaser, like I always wanted to please others, and you can lose yourself in that,
Mhm,
trying
mhm.
others instead of figuring out who you are authentically. Who are you authentically? What do you want for yourself? It's not about whether someone else is going to approve of what you're doing, because I did a lot of that, people pleasing and doing things to approve. But how do you feel about what you're doing? That's all that matters. Someone said to me recently, "Oh, Nikki, you're always posting your age and you're 52." I was like, "Yes, because I built this life and this body, and I'm proud to say that I've made it into my 52nd half of our
Yeah, did
lives."
y'all hear that? This woman is 50 what? 51.
I'll be 53 this year, and I'm so proud that
And
I
I'm
made
56. I'm 56 and I feel more alive. I feel more energized. I feel more consciously awake. I feel so thrilled to be aging with wisdom and grace. This woman is 52 and she is amazing. She looks amazing. She is glowing. You are radiant. You are light. You are in shape and you are alive in your energy spirit. So, you know what, everybody watching, aging is beautiful. We need to embrace it. Embrace it and celebrate it.
not compare, because comparison is the thief of joy, as my coach would say. Everybody has their own path. Everybody's path is going to look different from others, right?
Yes.
So let's not compare. But what we can say is that as we age, we should not feel like we have to hide. I feel like the world tries to make us hide, like be quiet. Oh, you don't have to say you're in your 50s all the time. Hey, how about not police women and their bodies and what they do? Let us live our own lives. Let us learn the lessons that we need to learn. But just because you learned the lesson doesn't mean that I'm going to learn the lesson in the same way that you learned it, right? Let me find my way. Everybody is finding their way.
That's
Just
it.
pray for them. Pray for them. If you don't want to do anything else to help them, then just at least pray for them,
And
right?
everybody, she just said it, like everyone's on their own authentic path. And this show, Live with Tanya, is about intentional living. And we are live with Kanika Nikki Utley. And thank you all for jumping on now or later. And she has, please, if watch the whole show, because she has taught, she is emanating. The reason I invited you on is because I am only inviting on guests. I'm being very picky on my guests because I want to invite guests who are emanating and walking the talk, because we are at a time where I've been life coaching for over a decade with my Wellness Wave Life Coaching, and I see a lot of this. I see a lot of people talking about their plans, about what they're going to do, and you emanate walking your talk. You are glowing. You are 52 and proud. You are gorgeous inside and out. And this woman has done the work, and that's why I invited her on. She has done bodybuilding and yoga teaching and teaching
But
breath and
I,
mindfulness.
the thing I want to get that my work has always been about serving others. Hasn't really been about me. What people see with me is me just navigating through my own healing. I take ownership of my body because I was a survivor of child molestation. So the way I work through my trauma is taking ownership of my body. My body is my power. No one's ever going to take my power away from me.
That's right.
I'm going to intimidate you so you don't ever try to, take advantage of me, right? That was my way of working through my healing. But my work has always been about serving others. I've saved lives, like literally saved a 4-year-old boy's life after he drowned in a pool in Hawaii with CPR. Never had to use my CPR skills until that moment when it mattered. I've had a woman in Singapore that I worked with who literally, before I left, hugged me so close after she lost 50 pounds and said, "Thank you for saving my life." I've had so many people tell me, "You've poured into my life. You've saved my life. You've made my day. You've inspired me. You've made me smile. You're like liquid sunshine. You're a shot of espresso." For me, it's about how I make people feel. And that's very impactful. When someone, make them feel in their lives and how that feeling moves them to do better in life, to me, that is the greatest gift I could ever give someone.
Oh my goodness. I love this way to dovetail. Let's close out as it's almost 11:30 your time and you wanted to jump off. I want to be honor the boundary. Can you give a closing message to anyone listening now about living with intention and a tool to ground to their inner calm? And we'll close with your thought and how people can find you if they want to find you.
Yes, obviously you can find me. You can find my book, Stay Bold.
Oh, hold your
On
book up again. Hold your book up
oh,
again. Let's.
book.
I definitely want Amazon. Everybody, stable. This is her legacy.
Years. That's right. 3 years to write this. I wrote this for me and then decided to share with the world. So you can find this on Amazon. Life lessons, meal plan, recipes, beautiful photos inside, inspirational life lessons. I walked into a bookstore looking for something that was like this and it didn't exist. So I wrote a book for myself and then put it out to the world. So if you're thinking about writing a book or creating anything, please go out and do it. Also, for me, I will say, get quiet, get quiet, sit with your breath, sit with your thoughts. Don't be afraid of the quiet. Don't be afraid of the slow moments in your life. Don't, when you walk into your house, don't turn the TV on. Just don't turn it on. Like, just leave the TV off for at least maybe the first 5 or 10 minutes. And
Mine's in the
just,
closet.
yeah, and just let that silence embrace you every day. Allow silence to embrace you. Or when you go outside, don't have the music on. Let nature sing to you. Let God speak to you through silence. So important to just get quiet, slow down, pray, meditate so that you can get that clarity that you need. And if you have a prayer, my prayer, my go-to prayer which was given to me was called reveal and remove. That's all you got to say. Those two things: reveal and remove. It's called a dangerous prayer. You say that, and things will start shifting and moving in your life in ways that you've never imagined. Do that. Get quiet, pray, reveal, and remove.
I
And I
love it.
promise start to change in your life.
Everybody, let's get quiet. I'm writing this down. I'm writing it down. Get quiet, reveal, and remove.
Hmm.
Thank you, Nikki, so much for coming on. Everyone, you can follow her at, can you say on social media, where can they find you if they want to follow
Oh,
your inspiring journey?
oh yes. Find me on Instagram at okay, Nikki Grow Bold.
Wait, spell it out. Spell it
Grow
out.
Bold. So Nikki Bold. Nikki Grow Bold on Instagram. Nikki Grow Bold. NIKKIGROWBOLD. I use that for my fitness journey, wellness journey, life journey. And then you can also find me on Facebook under Kanika Nikki Utley, where I get
Can
a
you
little bit
spell it? Spell it. Spell it. Because people are going to want to follow you after this.
correct. Kanika, Nikki, Nikki, Utley, Utley. I get a little bit more personal in my life journey on Facebook. So those two platforms, you can certainly find me.
Awesome. And then on Amazon, everyone can find your legacy, your book, your tools for intentional living in her book. She's an amazing author. Stay bold. And this woman is an incredible community leader, wellness influencer, and a woman who's walking her talk. Please follow her. Please get her book, Stay Bold, on Amazon. And to be continued with you and I, and we're gonna have to see each other. It's been way too long. Thank you so much for coming on live with
For
Tanya.
having love you so much. Mwah,
Love you. Bye.
mwah.